What's going on, everybody? See what Spirit has for us this morning. Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. It's your girl, Stone's Elemental Spirits. See what Spirit has for us today. It is definitely a new day, 5/29/2025, 9:20 a.m. And your eyes and ears come past this video. Okay? Spirit, what do you have for us? Things that we need to be aware of, heed to, align and clear my chakras for this message. Anything that is not aligned, make it fall from here to here, grow, no reach, teach, and become my highest selves. Ashe, ashe. Now, we're going to start at the chakra. See what's going on. Crown chakra, spiritual connection. Wild femininity. What's going on? Okay. This is dealing with Pisces. So I feel as if there's a Pisces out here, intuition. The dreamer. Okay, Pisces is talking about intuition. Okay. I'm also getting that there is definitely a Pisces that is definitely trying to destroy a spiritual connection. Lilith, wild femininity. There's a Pisces out here attacking someone's spiritual connection out here. Give me something for third eye. Leo, the extrovert. Third eye. What is going on with this, Spirit? Someone is holding something in. Extrovert in reverse. Not able to speak. Not able to speak on something. Something regarding the intuition and the insight, the third eye of a Leo. The strength. It could be just talking about the strength of an extrovert who is usually talking or usually speaking, guiding someone. Drive and power. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. I don't know what that is, y'all. We're going to see. Because I feel as if Leo, extrovert, it's all in reverse. Someone's not able to speak regarding someone's intuition. Give me something about this expressing your true throat chakra. Jupiter, ideals and magnitude. Okay. I feel as if someone is definitely attacking you. Okay. Throat chakra attacking your communication or how you communication or how you communicate. There's something that you're not expressing here. There's something that you're not expressing here. It's got something connected with your intuition and your insight here. For Leo, the extrovert, to be in reverse, that means you're not weak. You just need a lot more work. Okay? And maybe I'm wording this wrong. I heard interference with communication. Interference with intuition and insight. There's something regarding your intuition, your insight, and your ideals, and the magnitude of your ideals, and how you're speaking and communicating that truth using Jupiter energy. Heard the signs? Moon, feelings, subconsciousness. Okay. Give me something for the heart chakra, please. Love and compassion. Virgo, the alchemist. Okay? You could be alchemizing. You could be a Virgo. You could be alchemizing. Ooh. Okay. Lilith, wild femininity of a Virgo who is alchemizing the energy. Ooh, what is this? Give me something on solar plexus chakra, confidence and control. This is something regarding your will. Yep. Self and identity, first house. Okay? So, it's on the fence too. Your confidence and your control, dealing with yourself and your identity. How you control your confidence. How you see yourself. How you control your confidence and how you see yourself. It's on the fence. You may need to listen to some 528 solar plexus chakra to raise your vibration here. Okay? Because the only ones that was in reverse was your third eye is in reverse. Well, the energy, the strength that you need. Okay? It was in reverse. Okay? So there's some energy that there's something that you need to be exercising. There's something that you need to be exercising. And it has something to do with your will. Your will, your intuition, and your insight. Okay? You're going up against a dark entity here. Somebody is coming up against your will. Somebody's coming up against your will here. Give me something for the sacral chakra, creativity, sexual. And it came out in the reverse. Someone is trying to pull from your sacral. Transformation and mystery. So you want to know it's a mystery, high priestess energy. Something that you need to intuitively look. This is why. I knew it, y'all. I knew it. I knew it. These two are together. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. These two are together. There's something that you're not expressing because there's something that needs to be exercised within your intuition, your third eye here. Okay? And this is something regarding your will that you have to be willing to do. You have to be willing to seek something out. Okay? You're going to have to learn to control yourself. Control your will. Control your confidence here. Because of the energy, you're depleting your energy. You're depleting your own energy. Good God Almighty. You're depleting your own energy. Thank you, Spirit. Transformation and mystery. Okay, the way you flow. The way you flow. Transformation, 8th house. So, there's something inside of your 8th house, which is your sacral chakra, that's dealing with the transformation of your sacral chakra. Okay, and if you want to know what is holding up or delaying this process of transformation, it is quite a mystery. This is something that you're going to have to intuitively dive into to get the 411, the information that you need. Okay? This is regarding an energy that you could have been involved with, or energies that you could have been involved with. Okay? Sexual partners is what I heard. Sexual partners. Give me something with the root chakra, please, Spirit. Grounding, stability, security, your existence. This came out on the fence. It's talking about the 5th house of joy and play. Okay? You're going to need, I think you want to get so rooted and grounded in your energy so you can be stable and you can feel secure on the physical plane. I mean, so rooted and grounded in your spirituality and your existence of your energy that you will be able to be stable on the physical plane and feel secure on the physical plane. This is talking about your existence, okay? Joy and play. This is on the fence too. Wow. So let me go ahead and give this, and this is dealing with your limits and your lessons. So there's something that you're learning here. You're learning about the lessons that you need to learn while you're on this cycle and the limits that you are breaking out of. You are breaking through limitations at this time. Okay? Wow. Yes. 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 There's something that you have not been exercising. I feel as if on this cycle though. Okay. And that's got something to do with your third eye. Okay. On this cycle, on this level, on this ascension, you could be definitely. Okay. Before I even started, y'all. Okay. I was doing my breathing work. Okay. I started incorporating breath work, breathing work, pragma, all that breathe work. Okay. The names, they get kind of, a little bit hard to say. Bariva, that type of work, breathing work. But as I was doing my meditation, I did see a winding road. I saw a winding road going up a mountain. Okay. And it was going through like a nature forest, like a field of trees and woods. And there was a clear path right through these woods, but it was going upward. Okay. And when it got to a certain point, it was like the forest or nature cut it off. So I feel as if somebody's went to a certain, I ain't gonna say a certain place, like they went so far and now they could have feel as if they are, a little bit stuck, or they could be a little bit blocked, or they want to go forward but they just don't know what they need to do to accumulate, or to gain that access to move forward. Okay. Breath work, meditation, breathing exercises that will truly, truly help you, y'all. I didn't think so myself, but indeed it works. It truly works. Okay, let's do one more thing before I let y'all go. Okay, let's get a little bit more of clarification of what I need to know regarding. I feel like I need to use my other. I feel like I need to use my other bit. Okay. Okay. Let's get some clarification, shall we? So, in your crown chakra, honey, I feel like, I'm not going to say you running wild. It says Lilith. Lilith is definitely someone that y'all need to look up to read about Lilith, the wild femininity. Talking about the energy of Lilith, okay? I'm not going to go deep down into that, but that's something that y'all can definitely go and seek. And seek out the information that is provided for you. Okay, so give me something regarding this crown chakra. Crown chakra, wild femininity, Lilith, spiritual connection. Yep. God, I keep trying to tell you. There's somebody trying to definitely sever a spiritual connection that you have with an individual. Love, and came right back out on the fence. Love and relationships. Ace of Cups. Okay? There's something that you could definitely be like, I don't know if I want to be in a new relationship, or what is keeping you from going full-fledged into this relationship. Okay? I don't know what it is. Queen of Cups. This is you. Queen of Cups, you in a new relationship, baby. You got a new boo. You see what I'm saying? But there's some things that you need to, disperse of. Okay? You need to let go. Okay? And it's got something regarding feeling repressed emotions, some repressed emotions that you could have been oppressing. Okay? The energy of being let down. Okay? And the spiritual connection. There's some balance here. Some reassurance is what I'm getting. Reassurance of the spiritual connection that you are in now. Okay? Let's talk about this third eye. There's something you need to exercise your third eye a lot more. Spirit is saying that in order to get these insights that you need. Give me something on this extrovert in reverse. You need to strengthen up your third eye. That's exactly what Spirit is saying. Someone needs to strengthen up their third eye right now. Yep, the Fool. Okay? And it's going to be a new beginning between you and your third eye. Your intuitive ability. You have an innate ability regarding your third eye and what you see, the vision that it holds, and what spirit be giving you during these visions and the downloads. So there is a need for you to continue to exercise your third eye. There are breath works, there are definitely programs and classes that can be applied to enhance your third eye. Okay, so you can be able to focus, hone in, and ground yourself in that intuitive ability that you have. Okay, let's talk about this throat chakra, communication with the truth. Now, honey, your ideals and your truth is you are definitely throwing away all the things that does not belong, does not fit. Okay, you could have been standing on it at one point in time in your life, come to find or realize you exercised it and it did not work for you. It's not something that you're going to stand beside or stand on any longer. So you are definitely, your ideals are definitely, you're getting rid of what no longer serves you and you're placing some that does. And you are amplifying those ideals outward to those who do not, are not aware of the ideals that you are engulfed in or getting immersed in, for they are being beneficial. I see someone's ideals being beneficial for them and them sharing their ideals with other people, okay, who are just having a one-track mind, or I'm just going to stick to doing it this way, okay, finding more possibilities, other ways of doing things is what I'm getting. Okay, let's talk about these ideas and magnitude. Okay, we're talking about Hanged Man. Okay, so just like I say, Hanged Man energy, you could definitely, I just spoke about that. Things that you are, that no longer serve you. Talking about things that you are placing there. And that's why I was speaking a lot about breath works, a lot of the communication towards others. Okay, because there's something regarding your ideals that you used to hold that sent you delays in your energy. Things that you were standing on or standing up for that did not really, fit your energy well. Or maybe you really didn't believe in it as I'm going to say really believe in it, but you saw someone else that you admire believe in it. So you was like, take it how it resonates with this right here, because this is at a standstill. You were at a standstill regarding your ideals of what ideals was actually working for you. Okay? Yeah. It could have kept you in a victim mentality energy. You see what I'm saying? I was standing on this because these ideals was passed down. Okay, well, I feel like these ideals could have been old and worn out as well. Okay, not just saying, because everybody changes, the world changes, we are evolving, we're ascending. Okay, and that's what Spirit keeps on saying. 1825 on my timer, talking about the ideals that have changed. Ooh, and some people are stuck on this old tradition of ideals that are no longer serving them. They served them in their time of era. ERA, of your era, of your time. But now your time has now passed and there is a new era. There is a new way of things, of things that, ooh, yeah, there's a new way of things. Ooh, I heard new ideals that are being placed from the old system. Okay? So let's talk about it. Ooh, that was good. That was really good. That's true, though. That is so true. And people are some are getting on board, some are slow to rise, and some are, taking, they're just completely canceling it out altogether. Okay? I've been doing this for this long. I've been doing that for that long. You see what I'm saying? Let's talk about Virgo. You're alchemizing some past ideals here That's exactly what you're doing. You're alchemizing energy or alchemizing ideals, alchemizing things that you used to stand up for, you used to, ride or die for, but that was no longer serving you. You're alchemizing a lot of old bad energy at the base of your root chakra. Wow. Daggone it. So you can be in harmony. Oh my God. Give me something for this Virgo, this alchemist, Okay, and I got, honey, the 8 of Cups, honey. Fully learning from the past. Yes, yes. Your heart is learning from the past. 8 of Cups in reverse. You're learning. You're learning. And I had a dream. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I got so excited. I had a dream. It was 2 or 3 nights ago. And in my dream, I remember a lady saying to me, I'm learning. I'm learning. So I don't know what that's in reference to for anybody that is hearing that, but I'm just saying, and 2050 on my timer, judgment is being cast down from someone who is definitely learning or learning a lesson or learning how to attack you. Take how it resonates with that message, okay? But dealing with the Virgo, you're alchemizing a lot of energy because you're learning from the past. You're returning home. You're returning back to your heart. That's what it is, okay? You're returning back to your staying in bad situation, avoidance, fear of change. Yeah, Virgo. Yeah. You was feared to change. You was change. You was fearful of change. But now you have alchemized those old ideals to where you are now learning from your past and harmonizing yourself with your heart. Okay? Judgment. I told you. And it was 2050 on my timer when I said that. Judgment. Judgment is being cast down on what you was fearful of. Judgment is being cast down on what you avoided. Judgment is being cast down on the situations that you stayed in that were bad situations. You're taking a closer look on those things, those situations, those changes, and those avoidances. Okay? And you are definitely looking at what hung you up too. So let's talk about this first house of self and identity. This was dealing with this first house of self and identity. Okay? And it was on the fence too. So what do I need to know about that, honey? Hermit. Okay, so you're getting this deep introspection that you need, honey. You getting the inward revolution, honey. Something this is a spiritual illumination. So something is spiritually being illuminated to you of yourself, of your first house of self and identity about your will. Okay? About your confidence, about your control. Okay? There's something that you had to withdraw. You had to withdraw yourself from a lot of situations, from a lot of people, and from a lot of environments. Okay? This was based on the guidance that was guiding you to do so. Because there was something that you needed to take a bigger look at. Okay? A bigger look at. Okay? Because your confidence was definitely being attacked. And this is not only by others, but self-inflicted as well. Okay? So let's talk about this sacral chakra. Sacral chakra. 8th house in reverse. You need to connect to your intuition regarding your sexuality. Wow. Yeah. That's Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, you could be a little lazy in your flow. You could be a little bored in your flow. You could have a little or no initiative, okay? Or you could have that energy of feeling stuck. I do feel as if someone is definitely pulling from your sacral here. And a sacral here. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Someone is making a risky investment or took a risky investment, pulling on someone's sacral chakra, dealing with your flow, your creativity, and your sexuality. Now, dealing with this, honey, this is something that you definitely need to tap into. You need to tap into your creativity so you can have a better understanding of expressing yourself. Okay? On the bottom, this is talking about, ooh, Knight of Cups. So there's somebody here that is definitely trying to advance towards your sacral of the Empress. Yeah. To have you contemplating and reevaluating about completing out a cycle here. Okay. But there's going to be a breakthrough of truth here. This is coming from some old nostalgic past energy. This is past energy that you definitely need to be getting that intuition, eyesights down on, y'all. Yeah, transformation mystery. What is keeping you from your transformation? What is pulling you from, this is a gambler. This is somebody who is gambling. Daggone. This is an irresponsible energy who feels stuck. Okay, that is coming towards, that is keeping you in a hanged man energy. This is the level up right here. Because in the middle, so far, everything is upright besides of the Leo, okay? You done took a new beginning towards speaking on something. Oh, well, not really speaking on something, but towards getting the insight that you need in order to move forward, okay? But you need to exercise your third eye more, okay? And you also need to work on yourself more regarding your will, your confidence, and your control. Okay, but over here, you are getting in complete harmony with your heart and yourself because you're learning from the past. But now you're in a new relationship of where you're now having to balancing out the energy of, okay, love and no love. Okay, what you wasn't receiving versus what you are receiving. And you're really comparing, and you do not need to compare. Because you don't compete where you don't compare. So do not compare things to old situations to the new situations, because this new is not that. This is not that. And that's exactly what Spirit just told me. Okay, so let's go on down to yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Let's go on down here to your root chakra. Okay. You need to make up your mind about this direction that you're going in, Spirit says, because either you're going backwards or you're going forwards, okay? In order to go forward, you need to go where you've been in order to go forwards, okay? But there's someone back there that really, I feel as if you got the introspection that you needed, okay? But now, because you learned from the past, this is why your heart is in complete harmony with you. But now this is something regarding your solar plexus. This is something regarding your solar plexus that you need to take a deeper look inside yourself. Okay, this is what Spirit is saying. Because this is now regarding your will. Do you have the will to control? Because you have complete domination over your own vessel. So why are you allowing, okay, other energies to influence where you're going, what you're doing, how you're moving, how you're grooving? Okay. Let's get something on this root chakra, please. Root chakra on the fence is talking about the lovers. So you could be definitely hung up regarding about who you could have been in a relationship with. You could have been hung up on, or you're probably someone's hung up still on you, okay, that does not want you to let them go, and you're trying to move forward here. But do and always remember that you have the control over thy own vessel. Okay. Something about your confidence. Okay. Things may not, and I see somebody, things may not be turning as quickly in your favor, or unfolding as quickly for you as you'd like it. Okay. This is all about keeping your vibration high during the tests and the times of storm. Okay? Confidence is the key, and keeping your vibration high is definitely essential for your manifestations to pull through. With Seven of Swords, honey, you are definitely dealing with a lot of betrayals in your energy. Whoever this belongs to. You've been dealing with a lot of betrayals at the base of your root, of where it was hard for you to stay grounded in any situation or anybody. You see what I'm saying? You did, in your existence, you just did not feel secure. Okay? And this was due to the lover dynamic. It's on the fence. The lovers. Okay? On the fence. Joy and play. This is confirmation. And this is downloads. So Spirit is talking about you need to take a closer look at the relationships that you used to hold, or the relationships that you just was in for joy and play, and things that turned out to be very sinister, serious, and a letdown. Because a lot of energies let you down. Okay, and you could have let yourself down and let them down in the process. There's some truth here that needs to be administered in the lover's dynamic, because somebody's not taking accountability, but someone wants you to take all the accountability. Someone is oppressing some burdens onto you that does not belong. So some truth here needs to be set out, so that, honey, I will ripple effect. Ripple effect. Someone's not getting it, and so it's almost like a tuss and tug and a pull for power. I'm like, I'm not tussing and tugging and pulling for my own power. It's mine. You see what I'm saying? So you need to reinsert that truth to yourself to make sure that you stabilize of where you are in your life. Don't have your mind to run rampant to make it seem as if you're not where where you need to be. You're calm, you're cool, you're collected. You're fine. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Something about these betrayals that you need to purge up out of your energy, and you need to find balance back in yourself. You need to find balance in yourself, okay? Why did I hear that someone was really balanced inside the betrayals that they done to you? That's what I heard. Someone was really okay and balanced when they betrayed you, when they done you wrong, behind your back, in front of your face. It was like, so, yeah, I did it, and... You know what I'm saying? And it let you ungrounded. Like, you totally did this on purpose to hurt me. Like, I see someone very looking kind of shocked. Like, I can't believe you would do this to me after, all that we've been through, all that we said. This is someone that someone could have probably, been really, really serious about. Or someone that they thought this was going to be a forever thing. Okay? That betrayed you and deceived you, honey. Wow, this is the manifestation. So you came into connection with a deceiver, someone, a manifestation who deceived you. Wow, distraction. Someone's still stuck on the distraction of a manifestation. The manifestation that you had was intercepted, and it was intercepted by someone who was come in to distract you. You needed to learn the lesson. You needed to learn the lesson about this distraction. This distraction, I don't know if they ever had a mind of wanting to do right by you, period, or it was all fun and games. But nevertheless, it was still a test for you to find out your own worth regarding this. And it seems to me that someone is still stuck on this. And for someone to be still stuck on this, you still haven't found your value yet. You are still tussling with your own worth. Okay? That's because that comes from listening to other things. People, I'm tell you what, be very discerning when it comes to listening to other people's readings. When it comes to listening to other people, period. Because that's something that I've learned. Okay? How it has affected me. It's affected me throughout my day, and I didn't even know it. So now all I do is I do readings and then I get off. I try my best, and I'm going to continue to do that, I'm only going to hone in and tune into my own energy, because we are all at different timelines, spaces, and places in our lives. And everything is not going to go for me in that reading. And that's why it says, take what's needed and leave what does not. But during those readings, if you're listening to the whole reading and the energy that's coming from that reading that you have already conquered or already mastered, is then hitting you again, and then you're having to go through it again. That is what I'm getting to. I'm not going through that no more. So therefore, I'm learning to be more disciplined in my energy by listening to spirit and not listening to other, you know what I'm saying? Just be very discerning. I'm not saying all that goes for all, but yes, some. And this is only going for me. This is my disciplinary action that I'm in placing for myself. Okay? And I'm gonna leave it right there with that one, because you know what I'm saying, this one touched me pretty deep too. You know what I'm saying? This is not only an eye opener for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like my eyes were already open to what I needed to do, but my heart was not receiving what my eyes was looking at. So it was like I was being resistant in my energy about what I needed to accept or what I needed to open up to, because it was foreign to me. It was foreign to me. I was like, I ain't never done this, you know what I'm saying, you know? But you're going to have to be disciplined in your energy. I say that to myself because I reinsert those types of, you know what I'm saying, those little quotes and affirmations to help me push me towards where God has me to be. Okay, I'm going to leave right there on 3535. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.